I've been playing Overwatch since beta. I would consider myself a veteran of the game. I've played for years and taken myself from a silver 12-year-old Genji main to a GM level flex player on all roles. Season 9 of Overwatch 2 is set to be the great reset for Overwatch. Many content creators, players, and even game devs have agreed that Overwatch has mostly felt the same throughout its lifespan, with the only real change or meaningful update being the actual release of Overwatch 2, where the game had changed from 6v6 to 5v5. So with the upcoming release of Season 9, there have been a few recent leaks, as well as things officially released from the devs about what is coming up in Season 9. First off, Global Healing Passive. Back in my day, the only character that had passive out-of-combat healing was Mercy. And then, with Overwatch 2, every support hero gained out-of-combat healing. And now with Season 9, every hero in the game will be receiving healing after being out of combat for 5 seconds. My thoughts, I think that the out-of-combat healing will allow players to play a little bit more on their own. While this may bring more power to ultra-heavy flankers like Tracer or Genji, it also allows for some weight to be dropped off of the shoulders of support players trying to manage healing up entire teams that are taking way too much damage. The next two big changes lead into more overall damage output. First off, bullets are getting bigger. With more shots being hit overall, there's going to be lots more damage coming out. Nearly every ability in the game that hits for damage is going to be increased in size. Every revolver, pistol, rocket, grenade, and shotgun will be adjusted for the upcoming season. Not to worry though. Along with bigger bullets, we're getting bigger overall health bars. Characters with 150 to 175 HP, like Tracer and Baby D.Va, are now getting bumped up by 25 HP. 200 to 300 HP heroes, like every other DPS character, are getting 50 more HP, and tanks are getting around 75 to 100. I think that these changes to health bars and bullet size are mostly for players that are new to the game, and is Overwatch's attempt to draw in new players and keep them around. A common complaint in Overwatch 1 was the amount of time you spent shooting shields and having things not die. With larger bullets, new players will feel like they're doing more and hopefully stick around longer. I have a pretty out there idea. I think that Season 9 changes are very similar to some of the core mechanics and ideas present in, hear me out, Paladins Champions of the Realm, a game made by Evil Mojo. Me personally, I have a lot of time playing both games, and to me, I've always thought that Paladins was much cooler than Overwatch, but simply lacked its polish and was simply far too buggy and inconsistent to keep me playing as much as I did Overwatch. Paladins already has a global heal passive, giant bullets, and larger overall health bars. I won't be able to tell until I get my hands on the new season, but I think the overall consistency of hitting bullets and time to kill will feel very similar to Paladins. Another change coming up with Season 9 is the upcoming changes to the DPS role passive. They are getting a mechanic that is present in Paladins called Cauterize, where any damage on a hero will reduce their healing received by 25%. This mechanic allows for certain heroes to feel better suited in a duel rather than getting pocketed by two healers and feeling near invincible. This healing reduction also drives new players into Overwatch. It will be far less times that a DPS will run into two supports and watch as they both get away, pocketing each other. Hopefully, this change will push supports in this situation to either kill the solo DPS or end up dying in more situations, punishing the gameplay that seems boring. Who even enjoys it when two supports just run off frolicking into the distance as they pocket each other's health bar back up the full? Overall, I think the health bar and bullet size changes are going to make Overwatch feel a bit better to play, giving players more of that sweet dopamine hit of hearing the perfected crit sound that is the Overwatch headshot. Season 9 also brings something that was never before seen in all of Overwatch's history: a rank reset / competitive overall. The initial change from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2 was simply cosmetic. They took away SR and changed the rank to be division-based, while the ranks would still directly translate to the 500 SR gaps between ranks and 100 SR for each division. Season 9 brings a true rank reset to Overwatch, and will allow players to see why their rank is changing and how their SR will be impacted. I like transparency when it comes to rank updates, and I've spent many times hovering just 10 to 15 SR away from ranking up just to come one shy of hitting Masters. I think giving players more information on what is happening behind the scenes of the competitive system will make players more motivated to queue up again, or just simply know whether they were intentionally put into a more difficult match. Next up, ranked rewards. Since the release of Overwatch Competitive, players have had one thing to grind towards throughout seasons: golden guns, and sometimes seasonal sprays, which would be different if you got top 500, but who cares about those? Those are gone in Overwatch 2 anyways. After coming up on 8 years of golden gun rewards, most players have all the cosmetics they want. Season 9 is introducing Jade Weapons, which are just gold guns, but green. Cool. I really don't like green as the first choice of color for new guild guns. I always thought that diamond or platinum chrome would be cooler, but who knows, that might be what comes next. As Season 9 of Overwatch 2 approaches, it's clear that we're on the brink of a transformative period for the game. With adjustments to healing mechanics, bullet sizes, and health bars, Overwatch is evolving to provide a more dynamic and satisfying experience for both veterans and newcomers alike. Drawing inspiration from other successful titles like Paladins, these changes aim to enhance gameplay consistency and strategic depth. As someone who's been with Overwatch since the beginning, I'm excited for Season 9. Make sure you come check me out live at twitch.tv/TheGrease, where I'll be streaming my games and seeing what's new. Thank you all for watching. Peace.